The director of the FBI and the director of national intelligence both say that Iran and Russia have already taken steps to try to alter the outcome of the U.S. election. Of course, a process that is already underway here tonight. So this is what we know, the latest from that late in the day news conference, again from the director of the FBI, Chris Wray, and the director of national intelligence, John Ratcliffe. Both men saying that Iran and Russia have obtained the information of registered voters here in the U.S. They're saying that Iran and Russia are working to undermine your confidence in the voting process now underway. FBI agents found that Iran used voter information to send spoofed emails to registered swing state Democrats. Those emails appeared to come from the Proud Boys, of course, a far-right group that supports President Trump. The emails said the Proud Boys were in possession of voter information and instructed those voters to not only change their party affiliation, but to also cast their ballots for the president. But according to the FBI, those emails actually came from Iran.
You should be confident that your vote counts. Early, unverified claims to the contrary should be viewed with a healthy dose of skepticism.
That from a rare evening news conference seeking to underline for the American people that the intelligence and law enforcement communities are united to protect the election process. Adam, it's also worth noting here that it was said at the news conference that Iran is also responsible for sending out voter misinformation video content, saying it's okay and permissible to send out fraudulent ballots and to send them even from overseas. But of course, Adam, that suggestion from Iran is patently false. Adam?
Yeah, now we wait to see what action, if any, the U.S. government will take against Iran. Stay tuned. Mike, thank you.